Hello. Woo! Live and ready to roll. Happy Tuesday, everyone. I wanted to start a little something and I figured that Tuesday would be perfect because I can call it Chatty Tuesday. And I've actually been doing this with my master membership group. We have a little Facebook page where all my members are sort of part of. And while I provide them a lot of content on my platform, I also do provide them a lot of content via the Facebook group as well. Because I just have so much information rolling around inside of my head, and I like to talk, if you know me at all. I love to talk. Plus, I've got lots of influences from ballet and jazz and fitness and all of this other stuff, other dance styles that I like to incorporate into my Samba dancing. And I want to have a little bit more of a conversation around some of the things that I suppose interest me with dancing, but also interest you guys. So I'd like to start this as a bit of a regular thing. So if there's anything that you are wanting me to discuss, on Tuesdays, then let me know and I shall do so. It also doesn't require me to be standing or sitting. As you can see, I'm just laying down over here while I'm resting my back. So look, today I have spoken about it before a little bit, and it was actually quite a serendipitous moment just now that this idea sort of popped into my head. And then Jeanette, who has actually just joined us, posted a little story about how she's going to commit to 15 minutes a day of Samba. And I loved that just happened, because the whole point of me going live today, hi Jeanette, was that I was going to talk about the importance of practicing regularly. So I guess I'm by no means a scientist at all. So anyone's a brain scientist, then please come and correct me if I'm wrong or give us some proper information. But the way that I have found the absolute best way to practice dancing, to practice anything, is to do it short bursts, regular basis. And I know that we all say, I don't have time to practice every day, blah, 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 blah. Or maybe it's just that you're not making time to practice every day. Maybe it's that your mindset goes straight to, I don't have an hour to put aside every day. I don't have that kind of energy to put aside every single day to practice my Samba, or whatever it may be. You can change the word Samba for whatever you're practicing. But I'm here to tell you that's not how it works, right? So let's pretend, for example, someone's super duper keen on learning Samba and they go to their class once a week, maybe an hour, maybe even 2 hours, something like that. And they practice hard and they sweat and they learn all these new movements and new steps and, come away from the class feeling energized and amazing and, really motivated. And then tomorrow rolls around and, oh shit, like it's a busy work day. I've got to clean the house. I've got to cook, whatever. Life gets in the way. Next day rolls around, same shit. Next day, same. We get back to the same day of the week where the class is on, and we rock up to the class, and what do we remember from last week? Next to nothing, because we haven't thought about it during the week. if you don't put the energy and the intention into keeping what you've learned or practicing to get better, it won't stay. It won't stay. So the best way of doing this is short bursts. And to be quite honest, it doesn't need to be anything crazy. You don't even need to sweat. You don't even need to break a sweat. So maybe your goal is that you'd like to have better arms, more control of your arms. Well, an easy way to do that is to every time or maybe not even every time, maybe you've finished having your shower and you go to your bedroom, get dressed, and you've got a mirror there and you spend 2 minutes practicing your arms. And if you were to do that every single day, I can promise you that you would see an improvement within a week. Within a week. That's simple. I actually really like to do this with different areas of my house. So I don't really have a lot of corridors anymore because the house that we live in is a bit more open plan. But when I did have more hallways and corridors, I would use those areas as my parading area. So if I was to walk down the corridor, I would practice a parading step going down the corridor, or maybe I would practice some turns or something like that. When I'm in the kitchen, obviously safety first. Don't burn yourself with hot water or a hot stove or whatever. If I'm waiting for some water to boil, maybe I'll step aside and I'll practice what I'm doing with my hips. I'll practice a hip drill that I've learnt in class, or, something that you've seen from, maybe my platform or something like that. And it might be 1 minute. It might be 5 minutes. You might get so motivated that it turns into a 10-minute practice. But whatever it is, it matters and it makes a difference. So my challenge to you is to set an intention, set a realistic goal, 5 minutes. Let's say 5 minutes. Set a realistic goal, 5 minutes. And set a point in your home or even at work. I have students that practice their Samba in the bathroom at work. They go for a toilet break and then they practice 2 minutes in the bathroom, their arms in the mirror or their footwork or something like that. Who cares if somebody walks in? Whatever, you're just practicing your Samba, that's fine. But somewhere that's going to remind you to practice. And it might be something very specific if you have a goal in mind, like I said earlier, like arms or something like that. Or if you have a footwork pattern that you would like to work through, smooth out, and make that part of your freestyling repertoire. Have a place that reminds you to do that. Maybe you'll even have a timer on your phone, an alarm that will go off. You know that between, you get home at 5:30 and you need to start cooking dinner at 6. You've got time in there, so you quickly sneak in a little 10-minute practice or something like that. There's so many things that you can do. And very honestly, we need this. We need this stuff. I was having this conversation in my private Facebook group the other day about how we sacrifice fun. That is the first thing that we sacrifice. If something pops up, we get busy, I don't have time is what we say. And that is the stuff that should be first on the list, yeah? Otherwise we end up crashing, burning, we end up in horrible moods, and it's hard to get out of that cycle once you're in. So I would very, very much suggest that you make time for this. And like I said, to be quite honest, how many times do you scroll through your phone every single day? We probably don't want to know that, but maybe you sacrifice one of those scrolling times for a Samba practice. Maybe. And I know I've said this before and people have said, oh, but I just want to turn off and I just want to do something mindless. Awesome. That's fine. That's perfect. But maybe while the momentum is there, maybe you've just walked in the door, something like that, do it. Just quickly go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Quick little practice, sit down, scroll. And then when you come back around to your class every single week, if you're going to one class every week or whatever, what have you, or even if you set aside yourself an hour once a week to do a real proper training session, you will see yourself improve. I promise you. Maybe we could do a 28-day challenge. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? Just to see what you can achieve it doesn't even have to be 28 days, maybe 2 weeks. See what you could achieve in two weeks. Just practicing every day. And I think you would be pleasantly surprised, very pleasantly surprised. And I think that sometimes as well, it's the thought of getting started. It's the thought of going, okay, I'm going to move my body and I'm going to do this and do that. And I might get sweaty and do I need to put music on? No, you don't need to do any of that. But once you do get started, you'll probably find that it does push out to 10 minutes. It does push out to 15 minutes. Maybe it even pushes out to 20 minutes. Maybe you'll even put on some music and you'll have the most amazing practice that you've had in a long time because it's a little more spontaneous and you're just there with it. So thoughts to take away. Think about it as a de-stressor. It's if you are dancing in the right way, that can be almost a meditation. It can be a mindful practice. One thing that I do like to have my students do is be inside of their body while they're dancing. And if you have no idea what I mean when I say that, next time you dance, try to be inside of your body while you're dancing, and you will see such a massive difference, such a massive, massive, massive difference to when you're up here, when you're dancing. And I'm probably waffling now because like I said before, enjoy talking. This is something that I'd love to continue to do. So what I want is to hear from you guys about what you might like me to chat about. It might be mindset things. It might be goal setting. It might be my favorite tips on freestyling or technique or whatever you want. You let me know, and I'm going to try to show up every Tuesday and chatty Tuesdays with you guys about my love for movement and mindset as well. So I think that's everything that I came here to say. So you can do that. You can leave me a note in the comments, or you can send me a DM, whatever that may be. And let me know. Let me know how you go. All right, guys, have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.